A lot of people are asking, does it matter that Yoel Romero missed weight? No, doesn't matter at all. The interim title isn't real. That's something that a lot of people don't understand yet. A lot of people haven't quite accepted that fact that the interim title is just a placeholder. It is nothing more than a number one contendership spot ticket to hold that position for you. The only difference is the interim title, A, has a championship attached to it just in case one of two things happens. One, the champion is not in a position to actually ever return to competition. Just like what happened with Frank Mir and Andrei Arlovski. Frank Mir was the champion. He got hurt. He had his big, was it a motorcycle accident a couple years ago? It was like 15 years ago now, something like that. Andrei Arlovski, who was the interim champion, was then promoted to official world champion. Option two, it's only there for promotional purposes because you get the chance to promote a unification title bout between two champions. Other than that, the interim title holds no real bearing or place in modern mixed martial arts. And the UFC has begun making interim titles just for the sake of pacifying fans, and also their promise to have a title fight on every card that they made a couple years ago when they began having the pay-per-view cards become championship fights only. The UFC does not want to do a marquee pay-per-view event without a title on the line. An interim title remedies that problem. There's like 8 champions now with all. I don't know how many divisions there are. There's like 4 women's divisions I think now, and all the normal divisions with the men. The goal is to have a title fight every main event, and even if they have to create an interim title, we've seen the UFC will do that. It's for the sake of having an interim title on the line. Yoel missed weight. I think it was like 3 pounds. It's not important. It doesn't matter. The weight that he didn't cut didn't affect the outcome of the fight. It didn't make him better. It didn't make him heavier to the point where he could beat Luke Rockhold. On fight night, Rockhold was probably even heavier, to be honest. It's a non-factor. So if you're really thinking that him missing weight had any bearing in the effect on this fight, besides the fact that he wasn't given a big gold belt at the end of it, it's not important. Doesn't matter. What does matter is Luke Rockhold was knocked out, which is going to be devastating for his career. And Yoel Romero, hopefully, all things happening in MMA the way they should be fighting Robert Whittaker, hopefully in the next 6 months, for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship belt.